We can become the world-class bingo champion if you just want it enough. That's what this video is all about, getting yourself to want it enough to be able to take action on something. Okay, and the prerequisite is that you know what it is you want to learn. If you don't know that, go ahead and watch that previous video about wishing, trying to figure out what it is you actually want to learn, what's worth your time. So there are a few different frameworks that go into becoming the world-class bingo champion. It requires both inspiration and desperation. We need to get leverage on ourselves to take action on something. We need to pry that board up of this is who we are, and we need to see that it's rotted, and we need to have the new board in place so we can put it in. So you need a carrot and a stick. Makes sense. As far as getting leverage on ourselves goes, there are many different frameworks. Again, that's inspiration versus desperation. That's Tony Robbins. Another one of his frameworks, which I really like, is past, present, and future self. In the past, when you raised your hand, you had a question. In the present, when you raise your hand, you won at bingo. In the future, when you raise a hand, everyone's gonna hate you because you always win at bingo. It's impossible not to win at bingo with these techniques, okay? And whenever you're unhappy in the present, you retreat to the past or the future, and the same thing for anything else. You can move between them if you're unhappy right now. So having strong motivators, both inspiration and desperation for all of those, will allow you to not escape it and get even more leverage on yourself. Another framework is id, ego, and superego. That there is like a selfish version of yourself. It's fuck everyone else, I just wanna be on top, the king, I want power, money, sex, all that shit, okay? If you wanna be the bingo champion, there's some satisfaction that comes from pointing at that other person going, ha ha! And then there's also that sense of self, that you feel better when you win, when you work on becoming your best, when you are doing all of these things that you want to do rather than just following that id. And then there's also the superego, something bigger than yourself. Morals, values, helping other people, these things, okay? And engaging a carrot and a stick for all of these things, the past, present, and future self, the id, ego, and superego, will allow you to get some really strong motivators. What is it I mean? What's an example of this? Well, let's take bingo, okay? Let's take this bingo example. What would be the inspiration and the desperation? Why do I want to do this, and what will happen if I don't do this? Inspiration, desperation. Well, why do I want to do this? Let me include the past, present, and future self. In the past, I was person who would lose at bingo, and that would make me feel really self-conscious, and that was a problem in my life. I would look at those other stupid people walking up there in their rockers or rolling up there in their wheelchairs, and I went, I could be better than them. So I wanted to commit to it. And right now, if I don't take action on this today, it's going to be something I'm going to keep experiencing that. And it's going to be something that I really hate to lose. I don't want that to keep happening. And if I learn these things, I can feel like a better version of myself, like I'm working on becoming that better version. And in the future, I can look at that person and I can say, okay, you know what? I can beat them. I've got the bingo face down. I can just put my stamp on the free square and, you know, casually do it, and my hand will shoot up quicker than anyone else's. I will be the bingo champion. And then, what will happen if I don't do this? Well, in the past, when I didn't do this, again, I lost a bunch of respect for myself, and other people would look at me and they go, oh, that boy sucks at bingo. God, can't believe that. And if I don't do this right now, I will feel like I am losing a chance to improve my life or to, you know, beat the game tomorrow when I could do this and I could practice these skills. I will never be as good as I could be if I don't take action on this right now. I will lose a chance to teach other people, to take a mentor under my wing and teach them how to be the best bingo champion. I will lose the chance to bond with all other bingo champions. I will lose the chance to be the world's greatest bingoer. So that was just an example, but let's take something a little bit more serious. Let's take guitar, okay? Just in case that bingo is a little bit too far out there, let's try it again with guitar. What will happen if I don't do this? Well, if I don't do this, then I know that I will continue to feel unhappy with myself. In the future, I will feel that I won't be able to relate to people who play music. I won't have a solid understanding about what music is. I won't be able to relax or entertain other people. If I don't take action on this right now, I won't feel like my best self. I won't feel like I am working to learn something new. Instead, I will be giving in to these baser instincts, and I'll be going for what I feel is easy rather than what is actually right. And I know that that's going to cause me to lose power or respect. I won't be able to get laid nearly as much, especially if I don't practice guitar. I mean, come on, that's the sexiest skill you got there. I mean, just be able to do this back and forth. As far as why do I want to do this? Well, I know that in the past, I had crushes that said, oh, I would love it if somebody could play guitar for me, and that's actually one of the reasons why I picked it up. And if I play it now, I could practice playing some songs and work on improving my skills, so in the future I could impress other people. I have this clear vision of sitting down at the campfire with me playing a song, everyone's singing, and then play that last note, and it's a lovely scene. Everyone's smiling, they look at me, and I smile back, and we're happy right then. That guitar was able to make everybody happy. And you notice that I used all of those 3 frameworks kind of interchangeably. It wasn't, I have definitive reasons for each of them. And when you're starting it, that might be the best way to go about it. But having just those frameworks in mind and trying to frame things so you're using all of them will allow you to take the biggest leverage that you can on them. Don't just think about yourself, think about things bigger than yourself. Don't just think about things bigger than yourself, get those base desires, because you move between these versions of yourself seamlessly based on which one is the least painful in that time. And if you can just get everything pointed in that one direction, use all your emotions to get yourself to take action, take that first step and do it today, then you're going to start prying that board loose. And it might not come loose at first. You might not become the world champion bingoer overnight because those nails might be sunk in place. You might have some insecurities about your ability to play bingo or guitar or any of those things. But continuing to reinforce that this is what I want to do, and then getting yourself to do whatever is easiest around that, will start having this identity shift. You're starting to pry that board loose. And then once it comes off, you can put that new board in place. Figuring out what happens when that board loose, how we can speed that up, and talking more about making that identity level shift is what's going to happen in the next video. If that sounds interesting to you, click subscribe. And as always, thanks for getting better.